Anyway, where did my Google document go? Because that has all of the secrets. Okay, so last session, you guys had secured an ore cart from a bunch of goblins and had drug it back to the valley that you had found earlier that had all the signs of mining to camp for the night. You found a cave to store it in and continued on your way to the mountain. Once you got there, believe it was a fairly uneventful trip. No blizzards, no creatures. Once you got there, you found a base camp that looked like it had been abandoned for a bit, with partially buried tents and an overturned dog sled with a whole bunch of hungry dogs attached to it. Against the GM's better judgment, she let you feed them and release them, and they joined you on your trek up the mountain. Uh, the one dog being the can't remember if this dude is Garrett or Keegan. I think it's Garrett. Garrett's dog was leading you up the mountain to where he could smell his master, leading you across a spot where the snow looked a little weird, but you kept going, triggering an avalanche. Most of you made it safely across, but a few of you got swept down and buried in the snow, but thankfully you made your strength saves and managed to get out before you froze to death. Quentin was actually saying that he hasn't had a chance to freeze to death with a character yet, so maybe we'll get to fulfill his wishes. Uh,
I don't know about wishes, but sure.
um, so, after climbing back up the mountain from after the avalanche, you continued on your way and found a small crag area where a wounded climber was laying. And he happened to be the guy that you were looking for. But before you could do too much, two big snowcats attacked. And you found, after casting a spell at them, that they have a unusual property of being able to reflect spells. Luckily for you, the dogs tore one to shreds, and the other noped out of there as soon as it saw that, leaving you to heal Garrett and talk to him and find out what happened. He told you that he and the people he was guiding had been attacked by a Yeti higher up the mountain, and he implored that you go and try to help them. But you said, fuck no, we're taking you back to your husband. He protested. You tied him up and drug him back down the mountain. You camped at the bottom of the mountain, ran into some ragged tribesmen who just sort of wandered out of the night, sat down at the fire, shared some stuff, didn't really say much. But Estelle, having had spent some time with them, said that's kind of just the way they are. The next morning, you headed back, picked up the cart of ore, spent another night out in the tundra where the dogs once again ripped another unfortunate wildlife to shreds, this time a snowy owlbear. And you guys are basically standing there watching these dogs chew apart the carcass at this time. And to you guys.
That's a terrible way to go, isn't it? Wouldn't you hate to be eaten to death?
Yeah. Those of you without night vision just hear crunching in the darkness. I'm pretty sure most of you can see, though. Maybe not the
My
Minotaur.
little friend here was nearly eaten like that himself. I rescued him from it.
Oh, interesting. And it makes a note in her book.
Alright, so I'm assuming that was, I believe, let me see, when that encounter was rolled. I think that was pretty much the end of the evening. So, you guys are free to wake up and continue your journey back to, I believe it's Targos. I need to...
Why are the dogs all bloody?
Yeah, that's right, you slept through the whole thing, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
something to eat in the night, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Sure.
At this point, there's just a bloody smear over, where the ducks are kind of just like milling around. Okay, let's see.
Well, I guess it's good that they're eating now. They don't have to worry about food later on, and we don't have to worry about them getting hungry on us.
Okay, and you guys are less than a day's journey. Let me pull up. Actually, which town did you come out of? I think you were in Bryn Shander, the big round one, right? I think this is where you guys were. I'm going to just put you there, assuming you guys are going to head back. Because you are like maybe 2-3 hours, so I'm not going to bother rolling any encounters for you guys. Unless you want some.
The dogs will just eat them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just come waltzing back into town with a whole pile of dogs and a grouchy guy tied up and cursing your names. Well, not cursing your names because he doesn't know them. But he's still fussing. So, what are you guys gonna do? Be really quiet.
Yeah. How about we spend a little bit of time in the inn and then let's go back and see if those people need help now.
Yeah, sounds good.
So you're gonna carry the husband back to the inn?
We'll take him home first.
Yep, and then get paid, I think.
Okay, so you guys, they don't really tell me where the house is. I'm just gonna say it's somewhere over here. Come on, ping. So you guys are kind of escorted up the road by a pack of dogs. And when you knock on the door, the husband Keegan answers, and he basically sees you guys with, I'm assuming Garrett still slung over the shoulder and tied up.
Yeah, I think
on
he's
the
over my
minotaur.
shoulder.
And he just kind of gives you an odd look, and he's like, "Why is he tied up?"
We had to get him here to safety. He wanted to stay there and help others.
He was delirious.
And Garrett is going to squirm and just like shout like about how he just like, these idiots made me leave my charges up on the mountain. They were still alive, and whatever you promised them, don't give it to them. And he's just and Keegan kind of shakes his head and sighs. He's like, can you untie him and put him down?
Do so?
And Keegan like hugs Garrett, and Garrett's fussing, and they're arguing back and forth for a minute, and you basically just hear like Garrett complaining that you guys made him leave them, and that if the words get out that he abandoned them up there, that their business is ruined, and he's never going to be able to get another,
And somewhere in the middle of that, I will interject. But you did not abandon them. You were taken away from the scene. You wanted to stay and die with them.
He just kind of gives you a dark look, and Keegan puts a hand on his shoulder and kind of guides him inside, And he pops back out a minute later and says, "Look, I'll put in a good word with the innkeeper like I promised, but I don't have anything else to offer you. If what he's saying is true and he had to leave them up there, there is a good chance that he won't be able to get any other expeditions together, and that's how we made a good bit of our money here. There aren't if you hadn't noticed, there aren't many other work opportunities save for fishing." And he's like, I really appreciate you bringing him back, but the best I can do is the free stay at the inn whenever you're in this town.
Ah,
I'm surprised they don't have any bets on you yet.
He's like, he kind of looks at you. I don't think he knows you. This is a fairly large town, so
I know.
he may not have run into you before. He does not know of your notoriety.
So you're not gonna get paid?
If you remember, he really didn't offer you money. He offered you the room at the inn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, in that case, it's fine. We got what he promised.
Now, there was a possibility to get more, but you pissed Garrett off, so don't get that.
we gotta turn into iron too.
Uh, and you see the Keegan is like sort of trying to round up the dogs, but one of them is kind of sticking with Estelle, so I'll let you keep the one. You can rename him on your character sheet if you'd like, since that is technically not Boy anymore. Boy is staying with them. I don't know if you can edit it. Can you? Estelle, you should have him. Yes, no, maybe?
For who?
You should have a character sheet for Boy.
I do, yes.
You can rename him to something else, because was the dog that went with you, but I'm leaving one of the couple to stick with you.
Okay. Does anybody have any name ideas? Because if not, I'm gonna name it Dog.
Okay.
She's like, I hate dogs. It's just gonna be Dog.
Yeah, I don't have a name in mind.
Not particularly.
Dog. Okay. Indeed, woof. So yeah, Keegan just sighs and like he tries to get that dog to come a couple times, and he's like, whatever, and he just ushers the dogs into his shed around back and goes back inside, leaving you guys kind of standing out in the street. He looks a little frustrated because now he's got to deal with his grouchy husband.
Well, the good news is we got him back alive. Do we need to rest, or are you all good
So
to head back?
you guys technically had just finished a long rest
Mm-hmm.
a couple hours ago, so I mean you guys were only like 3-4 hours from town when you had to camp, so it's like before noon still.
Mm-hmm. In which case, does anyone have anything to do in town?
Not that I know of. Aren't
But
we?
use more food. I am down to 4 rations.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so there is, I believe, a shop somewhere in this place. I don't think it's marked. Let me pull up this town because I had the quests open and not the town because I'm a terrible DM. This is Bryn Shander. There is a Black Iron Blades, which is a Smithian outfitter. So that looks. So it says. Oh, they got rations, so yeah, that's where you would probably go. Which is right there. And I'm assuming you're still dragging this cartload of iron around, correct? Unless you forgot
Yep.
it out there on the tundra.
Nah, until we get it to the people that want it, we're just gonna be carrying it around.
So you guys are gonna stop by the sort of here, or are you gonna go to the tavern where the dwarves were?
Probably to the dwarves, right? That's the ones who want the cart.
So to tell you the truth, you're supposed to deliver it to the Blades place, so you're just gonna have to drag it back and forth.
Mhm.
So I'll take mercy on you if you just wanna take it to the Blades place.
Yeah, let's just take it to the Blades place.
I mean, if you stop there first, the dwarves that had contracted you that were at the tavern are actually hanging out there, and they seem fairly pleased to see you. Maybe not so much Gizmo unless he has decided to disguise himself again.
Yes. If we're interacting with the dwarves, then yes.
So yeah, as you guys are pulling up, you hear like Dwarvish, so it gives Gizmo a chance to disguise. I guess if you want to roll that, I don't know. Is that a
It's not a roll. It's just a thing that happens.
okay? So you have like a skill that allows you to do that.
Nah, it's
Okay,
just a
a
spell.
spell. Okay, I'm used to using a disguise kit, so I don't think I've ever taken the disguise self as a spell. So you guys kind of roll up to there with this cart. Well, it's more like a well, I guess you did pick up the cart. Anyway, and one of the dwarves is sitting out on a barrel, kind of smoking his pipe. It's fairly cold, but he doesn't seem super bothered by it. He hops down on the barrel, and you recognize him as the guy that you talked to at the inn. Maybe you recognize him. I mean, all dwarves look the same, but he seems to know you.
Wow.
I don't like dwarves. Sorry, I'm a dwarf racist. Don't tell
Oh.
Phaedra. But yeah, anyway,
Uh,
he kind of slides off the barrel and says, "So you found it? Was it goblins?"
Yeah, it was goblins.
It's always goblins.
We took care of them though, so it's all good.
He nods and says, "Excellent, excellent," and he kind of points over at a shed and he's like, "If you put it in there, I'll give you your payment."
All right.
So, you guys
Yep, and I guess we do that.
maneuvered in there, and he is going to pull out a small pouch, and he's going to give it to Gizmo because he looks like a dwarf. And of course, dwarves stick together. Come here. Sorry, I'm trying to get the quest to pop open. It's not. Or it is already open, and I can't find it. There it is. So he hands you... No, this is not the foaming mugs. It's giving me, like, loot for another quest in this window, which is really bizarre. So yeah, he hands you... No, that's not it. That's the treasure. Okay, so he hands you a pouch that has 50 gold coins for each of you. Although Gizmo could keep it if he doesn't let anybody know.
Nah, I'll give him. I'll split it evenly.
Oh, it's actually six bloodstone gems, or at least one per character, which are worth 50 gold each. So there's, I guess, 5, since there's only 5 of you. He's not counting the dog as one of you. The dog does not get paid.
Yeah.
Which one are you not counting?
The dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sucks for him.
Yeah. So he's just like, pleasure doing business with you, and then he kind of asks if you, when you went to the Cairn, did you pass through the valley? He's assuming you went because you talked about going to the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
And he just tells you, if you ever pass through there again, if you count 10 burrows down on the right hand side, you go in there. That'll lead you down. You can pop in for a pint. He says there's a dwarven settlement down there. They don't tend to be friendly to strangers, but you helped us out. You know, that's a month's worth of mining right there. And he gestures at the cart.
Oh yeah, no problem.
And he's telling you because you're a dwarf too, or at least in his eyes.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna bother to investigate you to see if he.
Yeah, I haven't done anything super suspicious. All right. I will. Yeah, I'll pass the bloodstones evenly between everyone except for the dog.
The dog looks disappointed.
And yeah, I guess I'll just find a place immediately to sell them so I can
Yeah, same.
buy a certain item that I need.
I'm also gonna.
So
see if I can
technically,
find a
this is like
place.
the only place that probably would be in
Able
this
to buy
town
them.
that would be able, but they wouldn't bat an eye at it. They would just kind of chuckle and say, yeah, you need supplies, and they basically have everything you would need for adventuring. What specifically are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for a trade for a diamond. Because they're all worth like 50 gold, right? Like each set we have.
So each stone is worth 50 gold a piece.
Okay, and
So,
we got 6 of them.
and you got 5 of them.
Oh, 5 of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he gives you one per person basically out of the
Okay.
patch that he had.
All right, yeah. So I'll trade 1 for a diamond then. I'd like to do that.
Okay. So the guy inside. I guess you go inside afterwards. And it's just like a basic. But since they're dwarves, they obviously have a little bit of that kind of stuff. He pulls out like a tray of diamonds for you to look at. Most of them are kind of quality, but you can probably find one that is of the standard that you need, assuming it is a spell component.
Yes. Yep. So I'll spend my bloodstone on.
You'll basically trade the bloodstone for a diamond.
Of the same worth, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He doesn't seem to be, since you look like a dwarf, he's just like, all right, and he would swap it.
He's not gonna skimp out on me or anything. He's not gonna give me a shitty
No,
change.
you just help them out, and you look like a dwarf. You might smell a little like a goblin, but he assumes you were fighting them, so
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll hold on to that then.
And as I said, this is where you would get any kind of rations or other gear that you might need if you guys need to restock.
Do the rations cost anything extra up here, or are they the same
No,
as
it's
the book?
just standard price. At this point, you guys are, at least here, they're not going to cheat you because you just help them out.
Alright.
And you're actually gaining a little notoriety, and you actually, after you turned in the ore, you are now level 3.
Woo!
Hey.
I'm gonna close your character sheet, Grizz, in case you want to try to level
Uh,
up. I don't know how far you
No,
got to go.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I'm on the sheet now.
Okay, all right. I wasn't
So I
sure
was
if me
able- I
being
was
on
able
it
to,
would
like,
prevent you, but if you guys want
Oh,
to take
that's a good point.
a couple minutes to level up, I don't know how involved that is. I know, like, for most of the characters I play, it's click, 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 and I'm done.
I'm going for the minimum amount of health I can get. Let's go.
What are you doing down there, dog? What is down there that you're crying about?
Aw.
My cat is laying currently on my desk
Oh.
and is purring loudly.
Is this stuck under here?
Excuse me.
Here, go get it.
Sorry, I'm back. Someone was talking to me. What was up?
Oh, nothing. You guys are level 3, if you didn't hear.
Oh, okay, cool.
The
Yeah, I'm
dog
talking-
doesn't level up, right?
Well,
No, the dog is busy looking at something under the desk.
Can you do sidekicks for stuff like that?
That's a good
You
question.
could.
I
Technically, you
I
could.
haven't read Tasha's
Probably.
enough, but I don't know if like dogs.
Hmm.
No. That's a book page that doesn't need to have your paw on it.
I think that's in Tasha's, right?
Yeah, I mean, we do it in a potted, like a sentient plant in another game. Like, you could do it.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't, like, fit 100%.
So let me see what his hit dice are, because
Sure.
I really don't know if there's like any skills he can get. But maybe like roll a hit dice for him and give him extra hit points. Let me take a look at him.
Sure.
So it looks like he has a D10 as a hit point. So if you want to roll a 1D10 and add that to his hit points.
Yeah, let's make him beefy.
I'm gonna regret giving you like this dog. I can already tell. And his con score is 2, so he actually gets a D10 plus 2, so he gets 9 extra hit points. Dog, what are you doing down there? You cannot do that right now. Come on, here, go out. Come on, let's go, go play with this. But yeah, just let me know when you guys are done leveling up. Like I said, I don't know how easy it is or hard.
Oh, poor little guy. Looks like he's going to start sneezing any second there because he's poking his head towards my eaten nachos, and there's a lot of peppery smell around it.
Does he have that funny look on his face where he's like his nose is all scrunched up?
Yeah, he's had coughing and things since I've known him.
Mm.
He's which is kind of like me. He's very sensitive to the weather and everything. I always feel bad for him. He used to have this rapid fire sneeze when he was much younger.
Mm.
And now it's more of a sneeze and he tilts his head one way, sneeze and he tilts the head the other way. As if he's trying to sneeze something out and he just keeps shaking his head to do it.
Yeah, luckily I
Okay.
have a fairly healthy dog. She has not had any issues yet.
Yeah, I have to get my cats to the vet at some point so I can get their because they have to get yearly shots and everything.
Yeah, she's due for a bunch, but not until the end of the month. Like I keep getting reminders. Like they use an app and they send you like, yeah, your dog needs this, your dog needs that.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Which one should I? Which? I'm trying to think of what thing I should go with on the barbarian. I've never played barbarian. I don't know anything about their totems.
Yeah, the only one I know that I like is bear
I'm gonna look
because
at
it makes you super tanky.
Actually, I prefer Zealot over any.
But it depends on what you're going for.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go something that feels like would fit like the character I've been playing.
I like
Let's see.
Ancestral Guardian. Because you get a bunch of ghosts to protect your allies.
Form of Beast, Berserker, Frenzy, Storm Herald, Storm World, Totem Warrior, Zealot. No, Zealot doesn't feel like to me. see. You know, I hang out a lot with a magic user, and who's right now I'm forgetting wizard or sorcerer.
He's a wizard.
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 I guess we'll have a bard with you. That makes any difference.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if Path of Wild Magic is the right way to go.
Getting
I
crazy with
spend a
that.
lot of time. I spent a lot of time with a magic user.
That's good. Yeah, I like that
Literally
idea.
Sitting on my shoulder. Perhaps I've accidentally been absorbing bits and pieces, or unknowingly.
I don't think magic works that way, but yeah, sure.
I mean, maybe if you were born susceptible to it, like maybe it's
Yeah.
kind of a sleeper sorcerer
So
kind
you're
of deal.
getting like
Well,
magical
it's-
herpes from your goblin friend.
I don't like the way that's described.
You caught the magic cooties.
It's not that kind of relationship, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's actually wild magic rather than regular arcane magic. So it's more like, like fey touched or something like
I
that.
mean, you're out in up here in
Yeah.
yeah, Icewind. So
Yeah, so I'm thinking
there's
this
weird
makes
shit
sense.
going on.
That my barbarian, with all of what's going on, has somehow picked up a bit of magic.
I mean, I will say, as part of like learning new spells as a wizard, the whole deal is like you do have to like test out a spell before you do it. So maybe like as I'm leveling up, I accidentally like experimentally.
Oh yeah, you're just testing all
Go
your new
crazy.
spells on
Yeah.
Huskarth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
I try to make you invisible, and it actually just completely screws up your whole magic deal. Like your ley lines or whatever. I don't know what that would be, but I mean that's an option. You don't have to take that if you don't want.
Yeah. We don't know why quite yet. I've suddenly developed magical powers. I just am aware that I'm now more awesome than I was.
See,
When the
like with
barbarian earns
Barbarian
critical
is
power.
so anti-magic that like I'm surprised that they have magical subclasses.
I mean, they've been doing like every
Everything is
class.
magical subclasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've been doing like every class can do everything now.
Yeah, which
The-
kind of.
I like
Yeah.
the bestial, the new bestial one that they added recently.
Not exactly. It's more like
I mean,
like
all spellcasters can heal now.
There's a freaking warlock that can heal. That's not
Yeah.
right.
well, that's because clerics aren't healers anymore. They're tanks.
Yeah.
I mean, clerics are everything. They're OP, but
Yeah, they are.
So you're gonna have to keep track of the wild effect crap, because I.
Yeah, I was just sharing that with you so you know what's going on there.
Yeah, whenever you enter a rage, you roll in the wild magic table.
No, he has a
If the effect
Special.
requires a saving, so you have a special table that you
Yeah.
use.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I.
That's
Do you have that? And what book is that from?
let's see.
Tasha's.
Tasha's
Okay,
Cauldron of Everything.
Let's see if I have.
Because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to manually type stuff in, which is why I'm not playing an Artificer Warforged, because I don't have access to those on Roll20.
Yeah, I don't have the.
Well, that you probably wouldn't want me to play an Artificer Warforged.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I was just picking from the ones that were available on my list, and that was one of them. So that's the one that makes the most sense for my character.
I was looking to see if I had a. It's possible that I could add a table for that, unless you want to try to.
Won't the table be added automatically by Roll20?
See, I don't. It is if I apply a book to a game, but I don't know if it.
Isn't it from Tasha's? Don't we have Tasha's in there?
I do, but I don't know if I can apply. Like, I know I like Rime. I applied as a module to the campaign, so I don't know if it. I don't see a. Let me see if I have a wild magic table.
Let me look.
Like, I don't.
You could just roll and then reference to it.
Yeah.
If you have access to the class.
See, I have wild magic surge, but I don't see. Is it Path of Wild Magic?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I can at least pull up the table and see it. It would be nice if this was, and I can always build a table, because you can add tables, and I can just copy this shit into a table. I can make a macro, maybe. Global table, add.
How do I-
I'll figure it out
Oh.
later. Let's see.
Intelligence +3. Wizard level is 3, so I can 6 spells. Okay.
Item. Wait. I don't want a table. I don't.
Okay, I've prepared some cool spells.
What I wanted. A loot table. Yeah, these tables look like they're macros seem like they're. I mean, I could do that, but how do I do that?
I'm ready, by the way.
Okay, is everybody else ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See something real quick. If this did it actually do something, oh, that might work. Anyway, all right. So you're level 3 now. So you dropped off the ore, and you guys are kind of just milling around in the shop. I guess restocking supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need help? Hold on one second. Well, I don't want you killing yourself while I'm. Sorry, he's trying to climb over a pile of crap to get the circuit breaker.
Huh.
And it's making me nervous. So, anyway. Sorry about that. So yeah, restocking, regular prices. I guess figure out what you want. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to micromanage and count your gold. You can basically get anything off of the basic items table. Let's see if I can find. Barring that, what else would you like to do now that you have wrapped up these 2 quests?
Good question.
Minotaur is looking into his money pouch and thinking and going, we could use a paying job. I have very little money.
Didn't you just get 50 gold?
Not
No.
enough.
And he kind of like looks befuzzled at this. And you might notice that he still has his bloodstone.
Oh, the bloodstone is worth 50 gold, big guy.
It is a pretty stone and rather expensive, yes, but I could use some actual money. But I like the stone. I will keep the stone.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I need to
I-
pay someone to put it on one of my horns, perhaps.
Interesting thought.
You could also sell it.
No, I do not think I will.
Okay. In that case, we should just look around, I guess. Go to another town.
So, do you guys remember what, or do I have to make you roll shit to see if you can remember what other quests you guys might have? Cell
We're
was taking
hunting.
pretty good notes, but she hasn't been here the last 2 sessions, so I don't know if I can.
Weren't we hunting for like a serial killer?
Oh yeah.
We were.
So we should keep heading towards that town then. And we're also looking for the Chewinga.
Right. The Chewinga, we pull the lantern out, I guess, whenever we go to a new city and we'll check.
Yeah, and since you left and came back to the city, you can pull the lantern out now and check it, I guess. Let
Sure.
me. I forget what exactly you need to roll to get that, so. I don't remember. I didn't think to pull that quest up either. Roll a 1d100?
Sure.
High or low? High or low?
Oh, what did I roll?
No, like, do you want high or low?
High.
Alright, so the lantern does a thing. God damn it. Did I just lose that window? I'm sorry. I believe it turns green. Because it is an elemental.
That means it's nearby, or at least in the vicinity, right?
I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Does anybody know what these things look like?
Nope.
How big are they? Do you know?
Can I do like a check to figure out the answers to these questions?
Sure, give me, I guess, Arcana, since they're technically, like, spirits of some sort. Alright, so, in general, you know that they are small humanoids. They usually don't come up, like, past your knee, well, for a normal-sized person. They can vary in size, but they're usually pretty small. You know that they tend to stay away from human settlements. So maybe slightly odd that they're in here. But that would possibly point you towards checking towards the edges of the town. Is there anything else in particular you want to know about them that I did not answer with that information? Like anything specific, other than exactly where it is. Oh, and that's right. This is one of those things that is not... tells you to look in an appendix that is not available in the Roll20 compendium. It is only available in the book, because fuck you.
That's how things work.
Mm-hmm. No, Grizz knows, right? You know. It's either laid out really poorly or... So, actually, yeah, they're about 6 inches tall. 6 inches to a foot tall. They're pretty short. They tend to be fascinated by people, but they don't typically hang around big settlements like this. And Estelle, I would say with some experimentation, as you swing the lantern around, you would notice that it gets brighter in a certain direction.
I mean, do we want to just take off in this direction and see if we can find it?
Sure. Hold on. Let me ask around. I'm just gonna pull someone aside, I guess. Just look for someone.
There's, like I said, there's dwarves. If you guys are still hanging around outside of the blacksmith, there's a bunch of dwarves hanging around still. There's a couple people, like bundled up people, hustling by. People don't tend to hang around outside too much because it's so bitterly cold here.
Okay. Yeah, let me go ask the dwarves again. Hey, one more thing. Have you guys seen like a small little? I describe a chewinga.
He's gonna kind of look at you like you're crazy maybe. And he would say, I heard that they sometimes like. I've never seen one. There's local legends about like how they steal things. He kind of shrugs. He's like, I never seen one, so I don't really, believe them. You know,
Oh, okay,
people
that's
got all
fine.
sorts of weird, ideas out here. It's probably just booze and snow madness or something. He kind of spins a finger around his ear.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. All right, thanks anyway. Yeah, I guess we should just like split up and like look for it. It's not. Didn't say it was dangerous at all, so I don't think we can just quickly like look around.
I mean, I have a feeling it's probably in this direction, and I'm going to point to where the lantern gets brighter.
Yeah, we can use that to track it down.
Sure.
Oh yeah, so we don't have to split up. I'm dumb. Okay.
I mean, we could. It's just I have the lantern.
Oh yeah, that's fair. So let's just follow
like,
you.
She's just gonna start following the lantern and like ignore you guys. Like, bye. Good luck, guys. I'm just testing this table I built for Grizz. I think it's giving you the same one though, so I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work. Does it give me a different one? Okay, maybe it's working. Maybe. I don't know how these things work. Anyway. So, the lantern would sort of like Gizmo kind of thought that it would lead you towards the edge of the town. We'll just say, pick a direction over this way. Sort of against the wall. And as you approach like right in here, like near these houses, there is a woman standing in the street. Looks like she's boarding up a window and grumbling to herself about little thieves. Hard enough to keep the house warm. They have to be breaking in and breaking my windows and stealing my shit. She's just, not really paying attention to you guys. Like I said.
Miss? Pardon?
Hold on, I'm trying to find the quest because I accidentally closed it again because I'm terrible at this. So yeah, she would turn and look at you and be like, "What do you want?"
Sorry, I overheard. You said little thieves. When you say little, about how little are we talking?
She kind of like I never see them, but they keep getting in my windows and taking my stuff. Stole some plates and dishes. and she's like, I'm boarding this up because they broke it the last time they came in. But they fit through here, and she kind of gestures at the window, and the window is fairly small because you're in a freezing climate, so it's just enough to let the non-existent light in.
Right. So you haven't seen them nowhere around here recently? Did you just get stolen from?
She says, I was in the bedroom folding laundry, and I heard them something rattling around in the kitchen, and when I came out, some of my dishes were broken, and the window was busted. But this isn't the first time. The last time they took some silverware.
Right. So I think we have the same goal here. We'll try to take them off your hands for you.
She kind of like spits, and she's just like, "Good riddance. If you can find them and catch them." Yeah. She just like shakes her head.
Well, we'll let you know. Sorry to bother you.
She just kind of grumbles and goes back to what she was doing, which is, like I said, boarding up the window, and then she like trudges inside. But you can definitely see that there's some like little marks in the snow. You got anybody who wants to give a survival check, or actually, let's see, a investigation check. Feel free at this point to do so.
Like,
Survival or investigation?
Survival or investigation.
sorry, away from the dog.
Well, I mean, the dog does pick up something. He seems interested in some stuff. He does have like a nose and stuff. Although I don't know if spirits smell. That's a good question. Just you two? Just the dog and Quentin?
Apparently.
Well, that was me rolling. I don't know if the dog can. I mean, can the dog make an attempt to do a survival check?
I mean, I think they get a bonus on like perception for smelling, but like I said, I'm not sure.
Yeah, keen senses, I think.
I'm not really
Yeah,
sure but if you want to do one, Estelle, like on yourself.
No,
I
that
need to
first
be right
one
back. I
was
really
me.
have to go
Oh,
to the
that was
bathroom.
you? But it says
was
dog.
me, just the.
Oh, you did it as the dog. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know
I
what
was
the fuck I was
I
doing.
didn't see your name on the So Estelle, you see little footprints like kind of leading off. There's like a little grove of trees behind the cabin, like here. Like there's some trees. The little footprints are, and it looks like something maybe got drug back there.
I think they're down this way.
And I
Real
guess
quickly.
let's wait for Grizz to get back. I guess.
Oh right, yeah. Let's wait.
But yeah, you do see some little stuff.
Out of character, how are we capturing these things? Because that one lady wanted them alive, right?
Yeah, that's a good question.
She said we could try and lure them back, but that's like another town over.
Yeah. What does that last? Duration.
Wait, is that another town over, or am I making that up?
So yeah, it was back in the town that you first started in, which was I have it marked in my book here. Let's see. What does the book say? You're in Bremen, which is way, I believe, to the west.
I see.
Grizz just let. Well, she can't hear me, so I don't know if she's back yet. Guess if you guys want to take a quick break until she gets back, if you guys need to,
Yeah, might as well.
might as well. So I'm just gonna mute myself and go grab a drink real quick. No, I'm going to disconnect myself from the damn channel because I can't see the damn buttons.
Back. Did I miss anything?
We're on a break.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, how's your day going except for work?
Very busy. The one problem with there being we had a holiday on Monday. The one problem with that is that we get incredibly busy the first day / last day of a month,
What?
and it is even
Oh,
more busy at the end of at the end of May every year. So it was just misfortunate that our holiday this year, because it's based on certain times of a month, fell on the last day of May, the worst, the day when work is going to pile up mightily. And as a result, we've had to work several 11-hour days.
What holiday is it?
Memorial Day.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this a holiday I should be aware of?
It's just the one where
it-
we remember everybody who died in,
Yeah.
in wars.
Yeah.
All of those wars that we fight. Because we
Yeah,
like
but
to
that's
fight
some-
wars.
I think in this case though, it had to do specifically with World War II, and that was actually a good reason for us to be in war.
No, it was actually born in the former Confederate States in 1866 and adopted in 1868. It's a holiday in which nation honors its military dead. So yeah, we're celebrating because the Confederates said we should.
I thought it was World War II.
No, it's just military deaths of military personnel,
Mm.
also known as Decoration Day. Many cities and individuals have claimed it to have been the first to celebrate, but General John A. Logan of the Grand Army of the Republic. Yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, is everybody back?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Mhm.
All right. So, Estelle's investigation of the area revealed tiny little footprints and drag marks leading back into a small stand of pine trees behind this lady's cabin. Because I think you left before I revealed that, Grizz.
Yeah, I might have.
So, I do not believe I have an appropriate map for this, so we're just going to do Theater of the Mind, if that's okay. Technically have one, but I don't have it loaded or set up, so... I'm assuming you guys are going to check it out?
Yep.
Yep. But before we do that, are we talking to these people or are we just tackling them? Gizmo, you know more than I do. How willing would they be to come with us?
So from your
Well,
from your Arcana roll, you would know that they are fascinated by humanoids. So if you do something that entertains them, they will latch onto you and follow you.
they're unpredictable, but we can trick them into coming with us, or persuade them, I guess. As long as we do something that is interesting to them, because they are fascinated with us.
Right. In which case, does someone else want to take the lead? Because I can stab things. I'm not sure they'd appreciate that.
It's like, I specialize in stabbing. I don't think we want that right now.
You want to try, at least.
I'll take a step forward first.
So Gizmo, you're gonna head into the little stand of pines?
Yeah. Sure.
So basically it's just a little ring of pines, and there's sort of like a clearing in the middle. And sitting in the middle of this little clearing is a tiny little figure, like dressed in like kind of like a, I don't know if the handout, if I can see if I can give you the handout. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe. There it is. Let's see if the link works, because that's probably why I didn't let's see, all players. Did that pop up for you guys?
Yeah.
It didn't pop up, but I can open it in the journal.
Yeah, Grizz, how do you make them pop up when you share them?
Should say share with everybody at the top.
Show to players. Button.
Show to all players. There we go.
Where is that? I don't see that. Like,
If you just have it open normally, it's not on the edit page.
see, I don't see that. I see edit and the picture, and then GM notes only visible to GM. There's no share button.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
It should just be right next to the zoom button, like the little.
Yeah, I don't even have the zoom button.
What? Huh.
So it's weird. Like,
Let me look in one of my own games to see if it shows up there.
because if I click picture handout Chewinga, it might. Well, it's not opening it now because why would it?
Yeah, there should be a just if clicking on it, it should just show. It should show like the maximization, the ability to pop it out, and then there's a show to players, edit, and zoom. But if you pop it out, it gets rid of those.
Yeah, see, mine doesn't do that. Hold on, let me try refreshing, because it stopped loading pages at all. Let's see. Yeah, like none of my pages have any of what you're describing, which is,
It's really weird.
yeah, I don't know. Can you like look at the stream and see what I'm? Can you check and see maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot?
I'll do that.
Like, because if there's
Doing
an
that
easier
now.
way to do it, it'd be really nice.
Yeah, yours is popped out, isn't it?
Oh, is that why?
It's
Is
a
it because I
pop-out.
have it popped
Yeah,
out?
that's what I said. I said it can't be popped out. It only shows
that's
up when it's
stupid,
not
because
popped out.
because if I don't pop them out, then they just sit on top of my screen and I can't do anything with them.
What you want to do is you then want to double okay. Open one. Go into the thing and open one up. I'm looking at your screen right now.
Okay, hold up. Let me kill these real quick. All right, so I turned off the pop-ups.
You don't want it to automatically pop out. That's why you're not seeing any of that.
See, that's stupid. All right, so running chapter 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably not going to open it because. Hold on, I have to hit F5 again. If I close a window after I open it, like Roll20 will not let me open it again. Like those are that's my personal
weird.
problem with Roll20. Okay, now I see it there. But then I have to manually pop.
All right. Now you hit that. Now what you do? Okay. In order, no, don't pop it out.
I'm not. I'm making it bigger so I can see it.
Yeah, mouse over running chapter 1. Just bear with me here. Mouse over the title thing, the thing on top.
This here?
The top. Okay, double click on that.
Okay.
Just double click. Hit click. There you go.
Yeah, but now that makes it like.
Now double click on it again, and it'll pop right back up.
I don't like
It
that
took me,
because
like-
I
it took
can't
me,
get
like,
it out of the
2
way
or-
of the.
Yeah, it took me 2 or 3 years to find that
Yeah,
out.
that's stupid. That button should be on everything.
Well, I mean, if you pop it out to throw it on another screen, to throw it up on another screen, if you have multiple screens, you don't need to show it to anybody. But if you're just trying to keep your characters, your sheets in order, minimizing them like that is the best way to go.
So did
It
that
took me like
did,
2 or 3 years in order to figure that one out.
so did that pop
Yeah.
out?
Yep, I see
Okay.
it.
All right.
Starting quest nature spirits.
So, but do you just see the picture or do you see everything?
just the picture, doesn't show the GM notes.
Okay, good. Like I said, I'm still terrible and new at this. So, basically,
As I
that's
said, it took me several years to figure that out. so
basically
you're-
that's the
you're
scene you
not
see,
gonna
except
curve
there's
spell.
only one of them sitting there. It is sitting with a little plate in front of it, with a pine cone sitting on the plate, and it is basically pretending to cut and eat food. And it's just kind of. Let me pop this open because I want this over here because I need to read this. See, my problem is I have to make the screens really big so I can see the goddamn things. So, like, if I pop them out over on the screen over the map, then I can't see the map at all. Like, it sucks being old and blind. But yeah, basically, it's playing house. It's pretending to eat from this plate. When it notices, I'm assuming you weren't sneaking or anything, Gizmo. Did you just waltz in there?
Probably. I don't
Um,
see why we would.
Yeah. So when it sees you guys walk in, it gets kind of excited and like appears to be inviting you to partake in the feast it is having.
Is there space in there for all of us?
I mean, yeah. It's not a huge clearing, but you could probably all like sit down.
Yeah, I'll go in and take a seat.
It seems delighted and it looks like it's like pretending to like slice a piece of the pine cone off and like offer it to you. like as if it were serving you a piece of turkey off of a carved turkey.
Sit
Is
down
there,
as
like,
well.
is there like a free plate lying around?
There's a couple plates laying in the snow. Yeah. It looks
Alright,
like
I'll-
it tried to pull out a whole dinner service, but like got caught in the act.
They normal
kinda.
size or they dull size plates?
They're people-sized plates. It was stealing plates and silverware from the house and sort of setting up a little banquet here for itself.
That is so cute.
Uh,
Minotaur looms over all of this.
Gizmo's
This
gonna
is an unusual setting.
Gizmo's gonna minor illusion a plate and start pretending to eat from that to kind of join them, I guess, sit in their circle.
It seems really really happy that you guys are playing along with it.
Gizmo, what is it that you are doing?
I'm trying to blend in, I guess. Make them
I do
interested,
not
happy.
understand.
I don't know. It
Those-
just seemed like the right thing to do. I can. I just keep doing that. I just keep pretending to eat food from. You know what? I'm gonna eat a ration actually off of this fake plate.
It gets
It'll be in my-
curious about the ration and like it looks like it's expecting you to share it. Like it sees that you have food or something different than what it's serving.
Gizmo does not like sharing food though. I'm trying to think. You guys got any rations?
just bought some. Do you need one, little friend?
Oh yeah, I think we should share some with the little guys here.
All right. I will hand over one of my rations.
To Gizmo or to the Chewinga?
I'm giving it to Gizmo.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to break off pieces for them and hand them to the Chewingas. Oh, put them on their plates.
I thought there was only one there.
Technically there's 3. Yeah, I misread it. There are 3 of them. And like I said, they're kind of like playing out a dinner scene. They sort of react like, but they pick it up and they pretend to eat it, but they don't actually appear to be eating it. They're like putting it to their mouths, and then like looks like they're sort of mimicking like people laughing and conversing. They make the same kind of gestures at you guys. They don't actually seem to be able to speak, and they don't really appear to be making any kind of sounds necessarily, other than like maybe soft rustling as they move.
Little friend, do you know what they are doing?
Hmm. I'm not sure. Come. Hey, I don't know if they can understand me actually. So, I just kind of get up and start beckoning towards me.
So 2 of them just continue to sort of play at what they're doing. A third one sort of takes interest in you and seems to be willing to follow.
Oh, cool. Um. All right, yeah, let's just start going, I guess. Gizmo will try his best to keep the Chewinga entertained as we move.
Are we abducting this guy?
No,
It seems to be following you of its own free will. It seems to be
Yeah.
between Estelle having like started playing along, and Gizmo continuing the charade and like sharing the rations. It seems like it's gonna hang out for a while.
The guy who gave us this job, or girl, I don't remember, said that we can take it in like a cage or something if we wanted to, but they would pay us more if we brought it here without like bringing it without its will, beyond its will or something like that, you know?
Of its own volition.
Yeah, yeah, they would pay us more if we just like brought it with its consent. So, yeah, I guess this counts as that. I'm not like tricking it, I guess.
No, it seems fascinated by you as a party in general.
Okay. Yeah, so like if it gets like bored of anything, I could also just use minor illusion to keep it entertained with like new things.
I mean, you are an entertainer. You should be able to keep it entertained.
Yeah. Pretty much. This is small potatoes for Gizmo.
Okay, so now you have a Chewinga roadie. Well, I mean, he's not going to move your gear for you, but he will follow you, at least for a time.
Pet number 2 has been acquired.
Yep. I guess we should take it straight to the guy while we have it.
Probably the best idea.
Yeah, we move quickly and then we can go save those people's lives.
Sounds right.
Sounds good to me.
So I am going to dump you guys on the world map as soon as I find the darn thing. There it is. Okay, so you guys are currently we're in Shander. You have to get back to Bremen. So let me see. Yeah, you could do that before nightfall, pretty sure. As long as nothing bad happens. You guys got snowshoes from the dwarves, which sort of cuts your travel speed. Or not cuts your travel speed, adds to your travel speed. Probably take you about 5 hours to get there. Let me roll my fun stuff. Okay, you lucked out on that. So you basically make it back there before nightfall. Nothing really happens as you head along. You sort of buzz by Targos and find yourself back in Bremen. Which I'm assuming you guys are just going to head to the shitty tavern that I made, right? Oh dear. Which tavern is that? I don't remember.
The shitty one.
I don't remember if it's the 1-star tavern or the 2-star tavern. Yeah, it was this one. So yeah, the lady that was that gave you the quest is sort of hanging out at the table here. The Chewinga has stuck with you the entire way. You're not quite sure how you're going to get it unglued from yourselves and to stay with her at this point. I mean, does Gizmo have like bells on his hat like a jester?
Yes, but they aren't functional. They don't have the little things in them that he's since removed the little jingles in them. I don't know what they're called. The thing
Yeah,
that
the
makes the bell
clappers
make
or
the noise.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if they had been in there, it probably would have just jingled them incessantly the entire time. But anyway, so yeah, you guys enter the tavern with this thing. She is just sitting there trying to strike up conversation with the locals, who are kind of like, Jesus Christ, get away from me. She's trying to talk about like weird druidy stuff, uh, and they have no interest. But she kind of perks up when she sees you, remembering that she gave you a task, and don't think she sees it quite right away. And she said, "Did you find one?"
Yeah. And I present the little buddy I have.
Is that even though there's no clappers in those bells, that the Chewinga, like, Gizmo is probably sitting on my shoulder, the Chewinga is probably sitting on his shoulder, trying to have the bells make sound. Except they don't make sound, so nobody's annoyed by it. They're just going bat, bat, bat like a cat the entire time.
Oh no, I took out way early on my trip.
Cats kept
That way
following
no one
me.
can see you coming and you're gonna stab them.
So yeah, she seems delighted, and she tries to coax it down from your shoulder. It takes her a few tries, but she does eventually get it to uh, approach her by like pulling basically a child's toy out of her pocket that she's apparently been carrying around. It's sort of like one of those little things that you roll between your hands and the beads flop back and forth and make a drumming sound. I don't know if you've ever had one of those as a kid.
Sounds familiar.
It's like a drum, and then it's got a string on either side of the drum with a bead on the end, and if you twist it between your hands, it makes
Oh,
the bead
yeah.
flail back and forth and make a drum sound.
I got you.
Yeah, she basically starts playing with that, and yeah, for as great of a buddy as it was, it seems to be fixated on that at this point, and she kind of hands it over to it, and it sort of sits on the table and plays with it. She's like, "Well then, I I'm going to have to keep this little guy entertained while I do my research, and I assure you, I'm not going to cause any harm to it. But then she rummages around in her bag, and as promised, here is your gold, and she would hand over, I guess to Gizmo since he's the one that had it. He keeps getting the money for some reason. The pouch with 25 gold.
You're wearing like you look like your your token picture, right, with the mask and everything. Gizmo.
Sorry, something really. Someone was talking to me. What was being said?
Saying your character looks like the picture with the mask and everything.
Yes.
I was saying, ironically, the masked goblin who sits on a minotaur's shoulder is the face of the party.
Well, I
yeah,
mean, nobody
pretty
can
much.
tell he's a goblin.
That's true. Well, I mean, I don't know. He's got the big ears poking out. That's not in the picture, but also I'm pretty sure the picture is kind of tallish. He's not that tall. He's short. Because he's a goblin. So I mean, someone can look hard enough and figure out he's a goblin, or probably think he's a weird short elf or something. But
You can
yeah,
easily
mostly
mistake him for a gnome or a halfling. They're about the same size.
yeah. Yeah, but he has like the green ears poking out, so that's like a telltale like he's probably a goblin, but again, from afar you probably can't tell.
Okay, so let me see this too.
Oh, quick question.
Hmm?
Does she take back the lantern?
No, actually, she tells you that you feel free to keep the lantern since she has what she needs. She said it works on these guys, but it'll also track pretty much any kind of elemental.
Oh, very good to know.
And before it hopped off of Gizmo's shoulder, let's see. It's gonna hit you with a charm of animal conjuring, which I don't know how to give you.
Charm of what? I'll look it up.
Charm of animal conjuring. This charm allows you to cast Conjure Animals spell 3rd level as an action. Once used 3 times, the charm vanishes from you.
Nice.
Ah.
But I believe that is one where I get to pick the animal.
You summon face spirits that take the form of beasts that appear in an occupied space that you can see. Choose one of the following options
Okay,
of
so
what
you
appears. Okay.
And you get to cast
Okay.
it at 3rd level, so I'm not sure.
It is a 3rd level spell, so I'll just add it to my list temporarily for now. It's also a druid and ranger spell, so it's not something we would ever have access to. So that's really good.
So yeah, you can like get a bunch of chipmunks or something. It looks like 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower, 4 beasts of challenge rating 1 half or lower. Yeah, am I looking at the right one? Maybe.
Yep.
Conjure animal 3rd level conjuration.
Yep. It looks like it's. I could do something. I'll probably, if I was ever going to be doing this, I'd be doing like a challenge rating of 2 or lower, like 1 beast, or I could do 2. Depends.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you pick what kind of critters you might want to summon, I'll give you like sheets for them ahead of time,
Yeah.
and then when you decide to use them, you can have them to use.
Yeah, I'll think about what I want to summon.
Okay. All right. So you've turned in the Chewinga. You've got some gold. You probably need to find a place to stay for the night, since it is probably reaching nightfall at this point.
Gold did we get for this one?
25 total, so you'd have to figure out how to 5 gold each, I guess, if there's 5 of you. That is if Gizmo splits it evenly.
Yeah, definitely.
I never know, because like There's some shady people in some parties that are just like, what gold?
Oh, I mean, if anybody does anything to wrong Gizmo will definitely skimp out on them for cash and loot. But right now, he doesn't have no reason to keep loot from them. He's gonna be fair about that.
Valid.
All right, so I'm looking for this places. Don't think that they, or no, they do have an inn, but it's really crappy. So I'm going to give you a rumor. While you're hanging out in the bar. Since the last rumor I gave, actually I should probably give you 2 rumors since the last rumor I gave you was for the wrong chapter. So basically you hear about someone talking about something, some monster that's terrorizing the lake in this town. Which you sort of already knew about, maybe? Well, I don't actually think you knew it was a monster, but you did go down to the docks and the fishermen tried to get you to go out on the water. Except one of the boats had a bite out of it. And you also hear a rumor about the town Caer Dineval, that the speaker seems to have gone missing. Well, they haven't seen him for a while, like he hasn't appeared in public, and that strange figures have been seen entering and leaving the castle there at odd hours. Give me a second. I smell toast. I need to make sure that Trevor didn't electrocute himself trying to fix the dishwasher. Why do I smell toast? Did you figure anything out, or?
I ground coffee.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the left seems to be broken, so I gotta order one. And I'm gonna see about ordering a replacement fascia as well.
Okay. How much?
Looks like between 150 and 180 for both parts.
Okay, I'll kick you some money when I get paid.
I'm shopping around right now, trying to see who can get it here quickest.
Mm. Yeah, the latch on our dishwasher broke and he's been taking it apart, so I was just making sure he didn't kill himself because... Anyway. So you guys are in Bremen. I think this place has an inn, like I said, but I don't remember. So yeah, there is an inn here. I don't know if you actually have been there. But since it's getting late, unless you guys are going to do anything else in the tavern, it's up to you guys.
I'm ready to head to the end. I don't think there's anything for me here.
Okay, same.
Okay. I'm gonna drop you on the inn. Can you guys see on this map? Or do I need to oh, actually your tokens aren't on here at all. Give me a
I
sec.
can see in the map.
Hmm?
I said yes, I can see in the map.
Okay, your tokens aren't there though, so I don't know how you can see, but I'll just grab you guys. Not the dwarf lady. Don't want her. And don't want the barkeeper either. Unless you like need an extra guy. I don't know. I don't think it works that way. Alright, so tokens. Alright, so this is the inn called the Buried Treasures.
Okay.
Orion, since you're from this area, you know that this would be the place where people who come to seek treasures in the area tend to stay. during when the weather used to be warm, when there was a warm season, people would come and pan for gold in the rivers that feed into the lakes here. Lately, though, the innkeeper hasn't seen much business because everything has been frozen over for so long. She seems the innkeeper is a human lady. She seems absolutely pleased to see you because it doesn't look like there's anyone else here at this time. And she kind of like how can I help you?
Hello. I was wondering if. Oh God. What should I? What are you here for exactly?
You need a room.
I was wondering if you could get us a room for the night.
And she would be like, of course. I don't have I do have one single bedroom, but the rest is sort of like a bunkhouse. If that's all right. I don't have prices. So we'll say I hate this, like, that I don't have this kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes they give you set prices, other times they'll indicate if it's like modest or poor or fancy or any of those things where there's like
Yeah, it
prices
doesn't really
in
say.
the
It just says that
guide.
she's really excited to have customers.
And rightly so. My guess is that she'd probably want to give people a discount to encourage people to be staying because she hasn't had customers in a while.
Yeah, she would tell you, like, it's 5 silver for the single beds, and if you want this, or 5 silver for the bunk rooms, and a gold to stay in the single room. She's like, firewood's included to stay warm.
I'm fine with bunking up. I don't know about you guys.
Bunking is fine by me.
She kind of looks at the Minotaur and she's like, I hope the beds are big enough. Like, we usually don't get them as big as you. Sometimes a Goliath comes through, but they tend to stay. They like to camp outside. Actually, they're weird.
That's weird. That is weird. I think it's weird you're making people sleep outside.
No, they like it. They want to sleep outside. It's like she kind of laughs. Like she's like, they say they can't feel the cold. And she would make brief mention that there are 2 tribes of Goliath further out that seem to be having. They don't really get along. You'd think, they'd be the same. That they'd get along, but for some reason, she's like. But then again, not all people get along. She's kind of like just rambling. I'm trying to see if I can find.
Trouble you here in town?
Sorry, I only heard the last bit of what you said.
Minotaur is inquiring if the Goliaths ever trouble the people of the town.
Oh no, they rarely even come to town. Like, every once in a while you'll see them, but they're kind of tribal. They keep to themselves for the most part. Sort of like the nomads, the reggae that travel around too.
Reghead?
Yeah, they're sort of like, and Estelle, you would know that they're the native people of this area technically.
Mm-hmm.
Or they were like the native people of this area, but like they sort of started adopting outsiders at some point, but they still kind of keep to themselves. Even more so now that the weather up here has gotten weird. Since supplies are low and the migration patterns and stuff has gotten weird and nothing grows anymore. Should say, yeah, some people call them barbarians, but to each his own.
There is nothing wrong with being called a barbarian.
Well, there's barbarians, and then there's barbarians. But she would just say, she would just point to the door and say, take any bed you like in there. I do have like some food that I can serve. Not much, but it'll at least fill your bellies if you care. And then she'd kind of just trail off and sort of go over and unlock the door and sort of gesture you guys in. And it's a fairly nice room. It looks like she keeps it really clean, but it's chilly in there since nobody's been in here a while. But she would kind of hustle over and like stoke the little stove, and get it warming for you guys. And she's like, "Is there anything else I can do for you guys before you go to sleep?"
Hmm.
That's really. Thank you for helping us.
Oh, sorry, that was a big yawn. Apologies. So I'm assuming you guys are just turning in for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip her a gold piece and thank her.
And she seems like really happy to have that. And she says, uh, and sleep well. Would you be caring to have breakfast in the morning?
I mean, I would if you have it. Why not, right?
She nods and sort of like hustles out. You could kind of tell that she looks a little bit like tired, like a little like she's been working hard, even though doesn't seem to really be anybody here, but she just seems like haggard, kind of. What is it called when you've like worked like a 7-day week? Chris, you know how you feel. You just worked 11 hours, right? She looks like that. But yeah, nothing weird goes on overnight, and in the morning she's got some kind of weird porridge going with, it's not like your typical thing. It's got like fish in it because that seems to be the primary like food here. A lot of dried fish, a lot of dried everything. And she would kind of hustle and serve it, and she looks like she's frazzled, and she'd just be apologizing. She'd be like, "I'm sorry, I my son used to help me with everything, and he he," and she kind of just like uh trails off.
Into your son.
He ran off with some tieflings. Two of them. It's weird because you don't see. Well, you see more. You would see more tieflings up here probably than anywhere else, since this is sort of like the place where outcasts go anymore. But she's just like he. It all started when he went out to look for the speaker of the town, who had wandered off into the tundra, and he does that from time to time. He's just so old. I don't know why we haven't replaced him, but she's kind of like just rambling. She's like, he everyone else, they found the speaker and brought and everybody else came back, but my son, he didn't come back for a full day after, and he had frostbite and could barely walk, and something just changed about him. She kind of frowns. He always was such a happy boy, and he just got mean and nasty, and it wasn't just the wounds he suffered. You know, the
Maybe he wasn't really your son and just looked like your son.
she shakes her head. She said, "No, it was. I found this piece of black ice in his room, and he threatened me, and then that's when the tieflings turned up and told him that they understood him, and that he could come stay with them, and they'd offered him sanctuary, and he left. They took that weird ice with them and left."
Hmm.
Do you know where they left to? That's odd.
They said they were going to a castle, and there's only 2 castles here in 10 towns. There's an intact one at Caer Dineval, and one that's pretty much just a ruins that's in Caer Konig. But I don't know which he went to. She's like, and she would mention that, funnily enough, the tieflings had amulets made out of something that looked like whatever that weird black ice was. And I haven't seen him since. And she would say that this happened about a month ago. And she's like, I just wish that I knew he was all right, even if he's angry with me for some reason.
I'll tell you what, if you give us your son's name, if we ever happen upon either one of those castles, we might be heading towards Caer in a little bit. We'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Let's return word to whether they're all right or not. We'll check for you.
She nods. His name is, why do they give people such horrible names? His name is Huarwar. Huarwar? Huarwar? Yeah. We're gonna call him Hugo, cause screw that name.
Hugo's a better name anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the names in this one. Wait till you fucking. The names in Out of the Abyss are so. Oh god, they're insane.
Oh, what, like all the Durgar names and like drow names and shit, or
Oh
the.
my goodness, the Kuatoa names in
Oh,
particular,
yeah,
and the Deep Gnome names are. Deep
Yeah.
Gnome names are just funny.
No, they like to
Ginger.
punish you. They like to punish you with names in this game. And the
I'm pretty sure.
quest names in this particular module are terrible. Like a brilliant mine, and what's this other one called? The about the serial killer, cold-hearted killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killers.
Well, cold-hearted killer. It's not killers.
Sorry, I thought you just accidentally let slip a clue.
No, it's cold-hearted killer. Let's see. I'm looking to see if any of these other. No, like hold up. There's some other dumb one that like is just like, did they seriously name this guy this because it's basically like Hodor or something like that, and he holds doors or something stupid. But yeah, I'm gonna write Hugo on a tab so that I remember that I named this dude Hugo, cause screw that name. All right. So yeah, she would like I said, serve you breakfast, and be like, if you do find him, eh, tell him he's always welcome to come home. I'm not mad at him or anything, even though he you know sort of attacked me when I found when I tried to when I picked up that ice. Okay.
Mo, have you ever heard of such ice?
Have I heard of such ice?
Name is heard of such as.
I don't know if you have, because I don't know how common it is. Let me see if I can find any information about this black ice. No, dog, I cannot play with you right now. Go ask Trevor. 10,000. Let's see. Black ice, black ice, black ice. Let's see. Let's see. I'm thinking like maybe like a really good Arcana check.
Oh. Not very good at Arcana yet.
We have a wizard. He cannot lose. Come on, wizard. Arcana check
Come
for
on,
us.
come on. It's not clicking. Oh, there it is. Yep. All right.
No, you
Seems
have
about right.
you have no, neither of you really have any idea what she's talking about. Let me check one more thing. Let me look up this name.
This is going on, I say in Elven. I don't like the sound of this ice.
I'll reply back in Elven. It sounds like it kind of invoked him to violence, but what do I know, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it changed him somehow. Maybe it possessed. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, we'll just keep an eye out for him, or tieflings, if that matter.
I don't know much about tieflings. Don't they all look the
The
same?
horned ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
but I
look
think
like small minotaurs. Longer tails, no fur.
I guess if you see that, I can see them looking like that. Yes.
For some reason I just imagine Huskar saying like, "Oh yes, goblins look like minotaurs, but very small ones with no horns and no fur, and they're green." Like he just
Got
describes
pointed ears.
everything as looking like a minotaur, but without the minotaur features.
Well, I think in this case, he's drawn to the fact that tieflings have horns and hooves. Well, some of them have hooves, some of them have feet, and so that makes him think, more like his own people, except they're a bit smaller and they don't have any fur and their tails are longer. You might think of something like a fur bug, something
Yeah,
close
but
to a
like,
minotaur without horns.
in Faerun, like tieflings aren't super common. They rarely like come to be, and people really distrust them. But there do seem to be an inordinate number of them up here because, like as I said, this is sort of where outcasts go to some degree. So you might have never encountered a tiefling in your life.
Hmm.
Since I kind of play with the stock world and the rarity of races.
Yeah, they'd be extremely rare from where I came from. So yeah.
Yeah, and due to like the stigma behind them, they probably wouldn't like really hang out much in big settlements. If they did, they would, you know, either be rich or laying like, underworld type. But yeah, you've heard of them, but you may have never encountered them.
Yeah.
And like probably her mentioning of two of them, carting her son off would be surprising.
Yeah.
So what would you guys like to do next? You've learned about some more crap. You going to set out? You going to check out the lake monster that now you know about? Or do you still not know how to drive a boat?
I don't know how to drive a boat.
Yeah, this quest is very annoying because it basically assumes that you
Very.
guys are going to know how to drive a boat, and if you don't, you're pretty much screwed. I probably shouldn't be telling you that, but,
And here I figured it was like, the perfect quest for somebody who had a boat, who had boat skill, like, who took the sailor feature and suddenly, or the marine feature and suddenly realized,
Well, don't Minotaurs get
there
that?
is a place.
Or is that... I thought
Why would
Minotaurs
Minotaurs-
had some kind of sailing background. Or am I...
No. I'm an Outlander. I have a Wanderer background. I don't have any proficiency in vehicles of any kind.
Maybe that was an early version of them, that they had a feature that they were, or maybe that was an earlier edition where they were like natural sailors because of their navigational skills from like living in mazes and shit. But
I wouldn't be surprised if culturally they have some thing for that, but that doesn't mean that I have the ability to actually steer a boat. I just might have better.
Well, no, but like
sense of
I
direction.
believe that like an early version of Minotaur may have had a racial proficiency in sailing, but I don't see it in this here. And like I said, that could have been like an early UA. Or something. Yeah, Minotaurs of Kryn apparently have a racial affinity for... You gain proficiency with navigators, tools, and vehicles on the water. So yeah, I'm just remembering a UA from a million years ago. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I asked about it, Grizz, because I thought I saw it somewhere in them, but I guess there's different versions of it. Anyway, so
So I vote we don't look at the lake monster, but I'm open to other people's opinions.
Nah, yeah, lake monster seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't like fighting on water, to be honest.
What about those people that we left on the mountain? Should we go back and see if any are still alive?
Shit,
We
that's
Probably
a
not
do
right
that.
now.
Well, they might be. We could move quickly, and maybe we didn't waste time. Let's be hopeful. Let's go save some lives, right, group?
Okay.
Alright.
We have a group. Oh, good to know.
What?
yeah, well, I told you that's her job. She's usually the adult, isn't she?
Well, We got it. Let's head
Sorry.
out. Everything will be fine.
As you sit in a room that's on fire, yes. So where are you guys heading? To check out the serial killer or back to the mountain?
Probably start heading back to the mountain. That's where the other people were, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so that's like going to be a 3 days journey from here with your current setup. So do we want to just sort of do a journey montage with, I can make rolls for your
Montage. I'm up for that.
day-night cycle? Just because I feel like traveling is always really boring. But I don't know how you as players feel. Estelle, why are you all the way up there in the corner? Don't you like hanging out with your friends?
Of course, my new besties.
So yeah, you're basically going from Bremen to Targos to Bryn Shander, and then I'm assuming you're cutting back through the Dwarven Valley to Kelvin's Cairn, or were you going to go to Kerkernig? Because I can't say that word right.
Uh, I'm sorry, I wasn't there, so I'm not entirely sure. Is it in the cairn that the people are, or are
So
they in Caraconic?
So the people that were left behind, I'm gonna scoot you out of the way. Were left behind by when you picked up Garrett and drug him away without his consent. They were stranded up here somewhere on the mountain, from what he says, and he insists that
Okay.
they were alive, and that he drew. Basically, they were ambushed by a Yeti up on the mountain. He drew the Yeti away while they fled. He's pretty sure they got away, but you guys decided they were dead and left them up there.
Right.
We
Well,
looked at your alignment and saw that you were chaotic, and we're just like, yeah, meh. I
Damn.
told them that you might have been the voice of reason, but
I probably would have said something, but it's done. We did it.
Yeah.
I just kind of went based on your alignment. I'm just like, yeah,
No,
okay,
that's fair.
she's chaotic. Yeah, she would just be like, sure, whatever.
No, that's valid. In which case, I vote we cut through just to get straight there, unless there's like significant hardship we should be expecting between there and there.
I mean, you did get information from the dwarves that technically, somewhere in this valley, he told you like 10 burrows up, there is the entryway to a dwarven settlement.
Oh, okay.
So
That
you
might
could
be good.
that would be like halfway up, because it takes you go about a mile an hour,
Mhm.
give or take, over the snow. If you had a dog sled, you could go a heck of a lot faster, but dogs are expensive because you have to know how to handle them, be able to afford them. It's like 50 gold to buy a dog sled, and then you have to feed the damn things. Although they
Mhm.
seem to be able to feed themselves, from what you've seen, from the two beasts that they have shredded in the time being. But yeah, so it's about 3 days to get back up there. About a day to get from here to there, and if you cut through the valley, stopping halfway, you could get there.
Okay, would you guys be okay with stopping through, I guess, like this? Just cutting through that way instead of heading from city to city, or did you guys want to stop in specific towns? Because I figured if we go to the Cairn, we could stop by Konig and Dinaval on the way back if we wanted to follow up on those rumors.
Yeah, and you guys have been this way before, so it's, I mean, as familiar as territory that you've passed through once would be.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm fine with skipping the towns for now.
So I'm imagining you're going to go from Bremen to Bryn Shander, overnight there at your free stay at the inn. Hit the dwarves. Hit up the dwarves on the way there, and then so that you're, not camping out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Okay, because then I only have to roll what are they called? Daytime encounters. So let's see. First day. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this is where I have to actually use a chart that I have bookmarked. Yay. Yay chart. Okay, let's see. Okay, so shortly before you hit Targos, about halfway through the day, you guys are gonna get put on a map. Take a look at this, because I don't know if this has still got crap on it. Oh god, which one is your dog, Estelle?
Wait, let me see if I can move any of the tokens.
You should, I think they're all copies of the same one, so that probably... Here, I'll just delete them all, and then we'll drag a new one out for you.
Sure.
Alright, and I'm just gonna scoot you guys over real quick so I can hide the tents, because those aren't there. Okay, you guys go... Actually, they're on... Are they on the map and background layer? Oh no, I just moved the fucking map. Sorry. I'm gonna get like banned from Twitch for all the cursing I do.
Far worse on Twitch.
I know, but you're not supposed to curse. Alright, let's see. Oh, why aren't you letting me control click these? That's stupid. And I can't like drag a box because then that just drags the darn thing. Okay. So let me do this. Well, how many? It doesn't tell me how many. It's just like, it's got an S on it, so it seems like it's multiple.
None.
None?
It
Okay.
means one.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay. Pray for a low number. Okay. So as you guys are cruising across the tundra, you guys hear this weird, like, chuckling sound off in the distance.
How many days have we been traveling?
This is actually on the noon of your first day.
Okay.
Right, like, not right before you hit the town, but you can sort of see the smoke from the town on the horizon. And you sort of hear a weird sound on the wind. What layer am I on? Oh, did I put them on the wrong layer? I did. Is there an easy way to select stuff, like multi-select stuff that's on the map layer? Because it's not letting me.
On the map layer,
It just
I don't
wants
know.
to. It just wants to grab the background of the map layer. I accidentally put them on the map layer. So maybe if I move them to that layer, and then do that. There we go. So as you guys are traveling, like I said, you hear a chuckling sound, and in the distance you see like I just switched layers again. Just objects and tokens. That's the right layer. So he's not there anymore. Go away. You see a pack. Well, I don't know if you know what they are, but you see a pack of humanoid things loping towards you. they sort of dropped on all fours to run, but then they stand up on their hind legs to like look around.
You said humanoid.
Yes. And you might be able to see the tokens, can you? Yes, maybe? No?
No.
Can you see it all
least
on
I
this
can't.
map?
I
Nope.
can see, yeah.
So you guys have like auras like you should be able to see, and you've been on this map before. You can't see it all?
There we go.
I do see 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I see 2 of them now.
So,
Yeah,
3.
Well, that's right. Huskar, you don't have night vision, so you might not be able to see it all unless you're torched.
Yeah. Can't see.
Alright, let me see about setting. Are you using a torch, or would you be using your goblin
at the
as a
moment.
guide dog? So yeah,
My goblin's a guide dog.
you have no idea what's going on, other than Gizmo might clue you in.
yeah. I'm cluing you in. There are things.
Yeah.
I will pull out my axe and get ready to fight.
Sure. God, what would you? Is that a survival check to see if you know what they are usually? Survival, nature.
What checks? Sorry.
Survival, nature.
Survival or nature? I'm good at nature, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gizmo, you know these are gnolls. You know that they actually seem to enjoy this area because they're kind of sunlight sensitive, and it's since there's not much sun up here, they seem to be appearing in greater numbers. I'm assuming you've been here long enough to pick that up from people complaining. Righty.
Okay. All right. So I fill everyone in that these are baddies.
Yeah.
Did you say gnolls?
Why is it asking me?
Yes.
Can I just edit the sheet directly? Thank you.
You like to gnaw on bones.
Ah.
I didn't realize that they came as far north.
When I first get here, I get almost mauled by wolves. Now I'm gonna get mauled by other canine creatures. Great.
And
I mean, at least we'll avoid the mauling this time.
well, you don't have the pile of dogs to do the mauling for you, so.
All I need is my boy dog.
But yeah, they're basically going to close in on you, and so just give me okay. Public. Oh look, my NPC sheets actually are all set to toggles now, so it must have finally worked. Yay! Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll me initiative, and I will get these guys initialized too.
Let's see, I will if I can figure out what my token is.
I'm sorry.
There's my token. I see it now. That's up in the top. It didn't roll. There we go.
Okay, see, Helena, Gizmo, Estelle, Dog, Orion. You're all on here?
Yep.
Okay. Gizmo, you did really good.
I know. I can't wait to go. Going last is actually better because then they group up.
Okay, so let me take a look at these guys, because they actually don't have pack tactics like I would expect, but then they're hyenas, not dogs, so... let's
Kobolds have
see.
pack tactics too.
Hmm?
I said kobolds also have pack tactics, and they're
Yeah,
not that.
but... Alright. Alright, so let's see. I think this map is fairly giant, so... Alright, so... Helena, the first guy, a arrow comes slipping out of the darkness at you. Just beyond the range of your vision, an arrow.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. And There's 5 of you. Oh, there's no such thing as a D5, is there? That makes me sad. Really, is that not? Oh, there we go. All right, this one goes at Helena as well. Another arrow. You actually see this one here. Get the ping on him. This one here raises his bow as well and fires at Helena. And I'm sorry they're picking on you.
Ow.
Okay. So Helena eats 2 arrows before Dog perks up. What is Dog going to do?
Dog has a general direction of where they are, right?
He can. I'm assuming he has. Actually, I need to fix his character sheet too because he's not assigned to a character sheet apparently, from looking at his token. Let's see. I need to put him. He is Dog. He can see like pretty much what you can see. I'm assuming.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. Does he have dark vision? Ooh, Dog, do you have dark vision? You do not
I don't
have
think
dark
we
vision.
Mm-mm.
I'm assuming that he can probably hear or smell them. I mean, I guess give me a perception check on him, to see if he can see or sense where these things are. We'll give that that's a free action.
Oh, my bad. I rolled twice.
So he gets a general idea that they're, where they are. They're not actively trying to hide.
Okay, I see.
So he could follow his nose to one if he cared to, or
Alright,
if you
cool.
cared to.
Sure, he's gonna start sprinting in this direction. Is he allowed to wait? Is he allowed to head up on here, or is this like a height thing?
These are kind of just like little ridges in the snow. They're not really big enough to require climbing or impeding.
Okay, he's gonna try to run in that direction then.
Okay.
Which, I mean, he would move 50 to get up there.
Okay. And I think they have a pretty good. Is that a dash that you did, or?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
No, he can do a
has
full 50. Okay, yeah.
And he's going to try to make a bite at the nearest one. So,
Okay.
I guess this guy right here.
Does a 9 attack. That the knoll kind of baps his muzzle aside with its paw. And the attack misses.
Okay, that's his turn.
Okay. Huskath. You hear the sound of Helena getting hit and saying "ow." I'm assuming you really can't see anything still.
That is correct. Can't see anything.
If you decide you're gonna light a torch, I guess I can give you vision.
Hold on, I'm trying to see how far I can get. Alright. So I am going to run into the darkness. And apparently I'm going to stop in front of this guy. Here.
Well, you're basically going to barrel into him because you can't see for shit.
Exactly, 60 feet. I was running. Basically, I heard the sound of fighting, and I just went running for it.
Okay.
Which means I carried my little goblin friend with me.
I'm assuming that since you're swinging in the dark, you're getting disadvantage.
No, I ran 60 feet. I don't have a chance.
Okay, so you
to
dashed.
fire.
You basically dashed and
dashed.
ran into this guy.
And
with Gizmo on your shoulders.
Yes, with Gizmo on my shoulders. Yes.
Sorry, Gizmo.
I'll move.
Gizmo's
No, it's okay.
too. He's been moved up to the fight.
Okay. And that's all you can do?
Yep.
Okay. Orion.
Well, I'm roaring very loudly, trying to be intimidating. Does that count?
I just imagine
Orion.
if you had not run into one, you just keep like barreling past them, like into the distance.
Orion is gonna run 30 feet and then he's gonna cast a guiding bolt at 2nd level.
Okay. Which guy? I'm assuming you can see all of them at this point, right?
Let's do it on the guy right in front of our big boy,
Okay.
or lady. So if
he
that
has
hits,
to make a check of some sort, or
nope.
oh no,
I
okay,
just
no. So that does
rolled to
hit. Yeah, that does hit. So he takes 19 radiant, or
Yeah, 19.
okay,
19 radiant. The one is for higher level casting.
okay,
And the next attack against him has advantage.
okay. So he sort of makes a yelping sound as you hit him. And actually, he is going to snap at the Minotaur that just barreled into him. He kind of got surprised because this big cow came thundering out of the darkness. Well, I guess he might have seen him coming, but still, it was a surprise that something so big was just charging blindly. And then he gets hit by something, so he's gonna snap at him. It just bite. He doesn't even draw a weapon, which I'm assuming does not hit.
Correct. AC is 14.
Okay, so that is all he is going to do because he doesn't. He only gets one munch. So yep, that's his turn. Helena, you have 2 arrows sticking out of you.
Even there, I cast Healing Word on myself. Level 2.
Is that it? Or are you?
Let's see, I still have an action. As long as it's a cantrip.
Oh yeah, that's a bonus action, isn't it? The healing word.
I'm going to try and viciously mock that one.
Okay. So you're viciously mocking the one in front of Huskath?
Yeah.
Alright, mock away.
Did.
DC's 13 wisdom save. You actually hurt him so badly with your words that he dies.
Yes, I mocked
you
one
make
to death.
fun of him, and he's just like just dies of ennui.
End of turn.
Tuskath probably assumes that he somehow caused by bumping into the guy.
He basically just mutters in Nolish or whatever they speak. I don't smell that bad, and just dies.
Oh no! I feel bad for him.
Anyway, Estelle.
Okay, I'm gonna move first by 35, and then I'm going to action dash. And then I'm gonna action surge. Am I considered flanking with the dog?
Sure, you are directly across from the dog.
Okay, I would like to make an attack with the rapier.
Okay, with advantage. Yes, you hit. You
Okay.
basically pincushion the knoll in the bottom, since he is paying attention to the dog. That's 12 damage. They don't have any weird shit. Nope. Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
that's my turn.
So The knoll that you just stabbed in the butt, Estelle, is going to whirl on you, and jab at you with a spear. And obviously miss. And you guys can see their rolls, right? I can never tell. I guess if they're to the GM, they're yellow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't see the rolls. Oh, actually, I see that roll.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
You should be able to see the rolls. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure because. Alright, so he jabs at Estelle and misses. That's this one. Let's see. Who does he think is the bigger threat? He picked up that Helena was casting a heal, so he's going to longbow you, Helena. And I did roll an int check on him. He got a nat 20.
Yeah, he missed.
To decide with his decision. So I'm not just arbitrarily picking on you, Helena.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. And let's see. We are almost to Gizmo.
Almost.
Okay.
But at least thanks to your walking siege tank, you don't have to actually move forward in order to cast spells on anything.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
brought them right to them.
I need to make a macro for this, so I don't have to keep typing it. Helena, I'm sorry, you're getting picked on.
Okay.
But he completely misses. Alright, Gizmo, it's your turn.
All right. There's not that many. Okay. This one hasn't been touched, right?
Yes. The only one that's actually been touched is the one by dog.
Okay. I'll go ahead and shoot a chromatic orb at that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Fire
have
away.
I'm gonna have it do fire damage if it hits. Oh no.
Yeah, that unfortunately does not hit.
All right. I mean, I'd rather it not hit. That damage roll is really bad.
Yeah, that wasn't good on any of the facets of that roll, to be honest.
Yep. All right. I'm done. I'll stay up here in the safety of my tank.
Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Oh, good, look. It's not Helena this time. This one is going to take a shot at Huskath. That does not hit. We're just going to kind of fast track these guys. Why are you taking so long to roll? This one is going to shoot at frickin' Helena, because she just happens to be a Noel's best friend, apparently, but I'm assuming that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, dog.
Yeah, dog is gonna make a bite attack.
I will check that in just 1 second. I'm just setting up a quick macro real quick so that I can pick who dies.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been typing /GM roll like manually, so I'm making a macro called Who Am I Killing? That misses with an 11. Or actually, he's flanking you, so no, that does hit. So he actually manages to, while the Knoll is paying attention to you, this dog just kind of latches onto the back of his neck and bites down, and the Knoll like just collapses, and the dog is like shaking it like a rag doll.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. So this is why we hope to never encounter wolves in Curse of Strahd. If you've seen the way that these dogs, you know. Alright. Huskath.
All right. I would like to rage.
Okay.
And because of that, I must roll a 1d8.
Okay.
And as I am doing that, I guess my body shimmers slightly in a weird way, possibly tingling up through Gizmo since Gizmo is sitting on my shoulder. And that one goes to whatever creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends. That creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
So I did make a table. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if there's a way for me to give you access to that table for rolling it.
Okay, I didn't even. Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
even
no,
look.
I set it up. I just didn't mention it yet because I'm really not sure how to use it.
All right. Running at that dude with Gizmo on my shoulder and
Can you
swinging.
see that dude to run at him?
Gizmo, have you been pointing people out? Because I could see them on the map. So
That's
Yeah,
because I
mean,
assumed you had a torch. If
Oh,
Gizmo is pointing them out, I guess.
yeah, if I could, yeah, I would be.
did you need me to roll again? For because of disadvantage.
I'll
Use my bonus
just
action to rage.
give you the benefit of the doubt that Gizmo is able to point 10 feet ahead of you and just say go forward. Maybe if it was
I
a
also-
little further, but yeah.
I also just shot fire at this thing, so I don't know if that.
Yeah, it might have lit him up.
The fire might
yeah.
have also lit them up.
I mean, I
Well, it
missed,
didn't.
but
Yeah,
like.
it didn't. It missed. It like probably burst in the snow, but it might have illuminated him for half a second.
Yeah.
We'll just give it the benefit of the doubt for that. All right. So Huskath, you great axe this guy for 14.
Yes.
Okay. So you cleave into him, and he makes a yiping sound. That's your turn, correct? You can't do anything else.
Yes.
Okay,
That
Orion.
is correct.
And I guess I need to take these dead guys off the initiative, don't I? You there, Quentin?
Yeah.
Yep, you're up.
I'm gonna move a bit farther forward. Guiding bolt seemed to work well last time, so let's do that again. Wait, is someone hurt badly? No, right?
The gnolls.
That's not my problem. Let's just say this one's gonna be. Oh, that's probably missing.
Yes, a 12 would miss.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, Helena. All right, unless you have something else you want to do, Orion.
No, I'm good. There's no one dying, so no need for healing.
I'll move to there, and then I will use Blessing the Raven Queen to bounce to there. And I will use. I don't know if that's actually an action. I think I'll actually use Slashing Flourish. Attack this one.
Just looking at Blessing of the Raven Queen since I have not seen that one yet. So let me see. Bonus action,
Oh.
magically teleport. Cool. Just wanted to see what flavor of action it took. Slashing
It's
Flourish.
bonus.
So okay, so you're gonna use a bardic inspiration to cause your weapon to deal extra damage. Okay, so you still have to roll an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so go for it. It's basically, it looks like green flame blades, sort of, but not really.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have him flanked?
You do not have him flanked.
Okay.
Someone would have to be like here,
Oh,
like directly across from you. I think that actually hits. Yes. So you do 5 piercing plus
plus 4.
plus 4. So you do 9 damage. You cut him down. So that you slash at that knoll, and he just basically collapses into the snow. You did just enough to take him out.
Alright, end of turn.
Okay, let me see. Where was he on the initiative? Let's take him off of there. Estelle.
Sure, I'm gonna start moving down this way, so 20 feet. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to expend a superiority die and do a fainting attack to give myself advantage. And I'm gonna make a rapier attack.
Kidoki. Stabby. Yeah.
Ow!
So you do 10, 21 damage?
Yeah.
Oof. You just barely missed killing him.
Yeah.
In one shot. You just barely. You, like, this thing is reeling from your attack. What's that? Sorry.
Oh, no, nothing. I was gonna say advantage, but no.
No, your guiding bolt didn't hit him, sorry. Estelle, is there anything else you'd like to do with this knoll that is like barely hanging on at like I'm assuming you can't.
Nope, there's nothing else. Damn.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Let's see. Okay. So this one saw Estelle like attack his buddy there. He's gonna charge at her, probably stupidly because he's gonna put himself in like almost flanked with a dog, and stab at her with a 2-handed spear. Kind of dropping defense. Doesn't have a shield. I don't know what the shield does. Like.
I'm just at 19. I'm at 19, but he hits.
So he hits you for 8. He jabs his spear like while you're busy like gloating at this other knoll that he kind of sneaks in and jabs you.
Damn.
Okay, so that was him. All right, Gizmo. I guess as your free action, please direct your cow.
Yeah, and I'm going to shoot at this one over here.
Steer your
With
steer.
another. Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm going to do another chromatic orb. This time, I'm going to do lightning. Are you what? 10 again?
Sorry, no.
So
The lightning kind of dances around it, but doesn't hit it. But
I'm more of a bull since cow is female.
well,
Yeah.
I corrected myself. I said steer your steer.
Oh, steer. Good point.
All right, well, that's my turn again. Damn.
Is that basically you just like pointing where Huskus should go, but like you're just pretending to miss so that he can see where to go?
Yeah, my chromatic orbs look like those. What are those circus balls called? Those bouncy ones?
Circus
Whatever,
bouncy balls.
Yeah, just bouncy balls. They just look like circus balls that you would see a performer use, of different colors. All right.
Bouncing balls?
Yeah, bouncing balls. I guess.
Yeah, I like a juggler's ball maybe.
I was thinking the bouncing
Slightly
balls.
bigger?
The ones
Yeah, the
you
bouncing balls.
stand
That's what
on.
I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The bouncing balls.
Like the big ones that like you see with like maybe they usually have like a star on them or something in the cartoons. Yeah. Okay.
And you like stand on them and have to hold your balance.
Yep.
I see. You brought me like 3 balls. Isn't Trevor playing with you? I'm sorry. I'm playing with other people right now. I don't have dog time. I'm sorry.
Dog giving you dog eyes.
She's brought 3 balls and is put them behind my chair and she's crying because I'm not throwing them. Here. Here. Take Gross Ball. Go get Gross Ball. Okay. She has this really nasty ball that's been out in the yard forever and it's just like caked in dirt, and she keeps bringing it in the house. It's her favorite. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to this knoll that just got missed by lightning. Let's see. He's gonna shoot at Helena for some reason because maybe he
'Cause he
thinks
can.
she shot the lightning at him. He completely misses. Like his bow string snaps in the process. And so the one in front of Estelle just sort of like weakly snaps at her, tries to bite her. Actually, gets a little munchin, it looks like, as his parting gift.
Damn.
All right, dog.
Yep. Dog sees an enemy in front of him, so he's gonna make a bite attack. He has pack tactics because I'm within 5 feet.
Okay, and that has to make a DC 13 strength. So let me take his hit points off. And he's got to make a DC 13 strength throw. He gets basically the dog jumps on him, knocks him down, and pins this knoll in the snow, and is like snapping at him.
Very proud of him.
It's like, good boy.
That's a very good boy.
Okay, Huskath, you I kind
I
of
am
want to
going
make
to-
you make a perception to see if you could, but just do it. Just do what you're gonna do.
Well, I'm just gonna charge at the one that Gizmo indicated. Is it within 30 feet of me?
35.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, I guess 30, yeah, if you're standing in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so charge and swing my axe.
And that hits, so you do 15 damage to him. You can, like, barely see this thing. You just hear, like, yay! But you feel your axe connect in the darkness.
Yeah.
Orion, I'm assuming that's all you can do, right, Huskath? Sorry, I jumped.
Well, and carry Gizmo on my shoulder, so Gizmo.
Yeah, sorry, Gizmo. You're
Oh, yeah.
along for the ride.
That's all right.
You guys ruined my plan.
What was your plan?
I was gonna drop an AoE right where you guys are standing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you can't do anything about it.
I
You're just
mean, you
being
could
sexy.
still do it.
Technically, you can.
Technically, I can, but it's against the rules of my death pool, So I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at this knoll. Or maybe I will kill one of the people.
So
Whoops.
so yeah, that I'm just gonna say that crossbow bolt like goes astray. I'm not gonna punish Huskath for your mistakes.
That is very nice of you.
Helena.
Alright, I will move there. Again, I'll use the slashing flourish to attack this one.
And you get advantage since you are flanking with. So you get 18, you do 9. And you roll an extra d6. You pretty much just obliterate that. He already looked like he was on his last breath. You just basically deflate him. He did.
Alright, so I'll turn bonus action I will turn to that one and use my offhand.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm just setting this guy dead. Ah, that hits. And you take him out too. You basically stab the one and then wheel and, take down the other. And the dog is very excited about that. Look, he's like, nice. you just hear this little like nice come from somewhere and you just don't know where.
End of turn.
And I think well, no, there's still that one knoll alive, isn't there? That one that's pinned down on the ground by dog. Which
Alright.
I'm assuming Estelle is going to.
Yeah, if he's prone, I'd like to take a rapier attack.
Yeah, go for it. That is not enough to finish him off, unfortunately.
Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I don't know. He would have to stand up, correct? That's his full movement, but not his action, right?
Half movement to get up from prone, I think. Because he's not grappled, he's just prone.
Yeah, it doesn't say he's grappled. He just needs to stand up. So yeah, he's just gonna stand up, and since Estella just attacked him, he's gonna like probably foolishly turn his back on the dog and two-handed spear at Estelle.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a superiority die and parry.
Okay, what does that do? Does that just reduce your damage by 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Gizmo, you got this one last knoll, like, clinging to life, stabbing
All right.
Estelle with a spear.
Mm-hmm. All right, Toll the Dead. I cast Toll the Dead, the injured version, because he is injured.
Yes. He's very injured. DC 13 wisdom save. Sorry, that
Oh
does
my
no
goodness.
damage, right?
Yep.
I think you've
Gizmo just
encountered.
chills on.
Yeah, you've encountered the most wise knoll you've ever encountered. Yes, dog. This one is going to kill everyone.
This one turns into Yunagu and wipes the floor with this.
And dog, it's actually your turn, dog. Do you think you can do anything about this?
The dog is gonna try his very best.
Yeah, no, dog basically, latches onto its thigh and pulls it down, and it bleeds out into the snow. That femoral artery. But yeah, you murdered a bunch of gnolls because they were gonna try to murder you.
That last knoll dead then?
Yes, dog murdered him.
Alrighty then. My rage subsides.
Anyone seriously injured?
I am fine.
I'll shake it off.
I didn't do anything.
You showed me where to attack things. You did
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
lot.
true.
I kind of
If
just
not for
imagine
you, I would not have known where.
Gizmo like holding onto the horns on his head and like steering him.
Ratatouille style?
Yeah. I guess he's kind of shitting in his shoulders, but he could be like just piggyback, like looking over his head and steering him. Anyway, since we only have 10 minutes left, I guess if it's alright with you guys, we'll call it here.
The
Oh, yeah,
spoils
sure.
of war.
Yeah, so the gnolls really don't have anything on them except for some like crappy gear. They have like some basic spears and longbows, and hide armor and shields. So you feel free to pick through any of that stuff. They don't seem to have any money. No real food or anything on them.
They were hoping to take that all from us.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they were out looking to.
Turn us into food, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you are made of food.
Yes, made of meat.
But unless you guys have anything exciting, I'm gonna close out the stream.
Sounds good.